Hi, I'm Marianne from Your Rue and You Baby Wearing Consultancy, and I'm going to show you how to do Kangaroo Carry with a size 4 woven wrap and a newborn. This is a friend's newborn, borrowed a newborn. He's 8 pounds and 6 weeks old. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find my middle marker and put it at the nape of baby's neck. And baby is asleep, so I'm going to try really hard to keep it that way. So I'm going to put this at the nape of the neck and put my top rails in my armpits. That makes it a lot less confusing to know what am I doing down here. So you're going to take your bottom and all of this fabric, just make sure you have enough to cover the head, but settle at the nape of the neck. You're gonna pull all of your fabric down and tuck it between you and baby. You want to make sure they're in a seated position with their knees higher than their bottom. So he's in that natural position just on his own, which is so nice. So I'm just gonna preserve his natural position with the wrap. So this fabric is tucked in between us. I'm going to flip my yellow and my red. So red is on top, red is behind his head, yellow is under his bum and on bottom. I'm gonna flip the yellow up to my neck and pull the red out to my shoulder. And then I'm going to cross my back, yellow, orange, and red. And then I'm going to tuck that, go under the wrap, and tuck between my legs. Now I'm going to work with the other side and do the exact same thing. This is a symmetrical carry, so you get another chance. You can take your yellow and put it up by your neck. And then you're going to take the bottom edge and pull it out. And then you're going to cross your back, pull yellow and orange. It helps to shrug your shoulder so that slack that's up here can make it all the way around to where your tail is. Shrug the shoulder and shrug the shoulder. So I don't have a lot of slack left, which is great, but I want to still make sure I have a good seat. So at this point, if you notice that the knees are no longer higher than the bum, reach between you and baby. Pull up that bottom edge and make sure their spine is nice and curved and that their knees are in that natural newborn spread squat position that they take all on their own. And make sure their chin is not on their chest. And then tighten out your slack. I have a little more in this little light red section. So I'm gonna pull that on both sides just to really get him nicely supported. All right, so at this point, I've got all my slack out. It does take a little more time to tighten. However, it is very comfortable because it's nice and spread across your back and it stays spread across your back. These shoulder flips are very comfortable and it's nice and high. Baby's kissable and visible. And then you would tie under bum in a double knot. Don't do this too tight because their feet are right here. So you've got it nice and tightened, everything's supported, but don't over tighten where your knot is because you don't want to pinch their feet. And so I've got a baby who's asleep and his chin wants to naturally fall to his chest. We know that with newborns and babies under 4 months, we really want to be aware of that chin to chest position. Want to be aware of it always, but especially that first 4 months. So I'm going to take a washcloth and roll it and tuck it under my top rail to give him a little neck pillow. And I'm gonna lean baby just a little bit so that he's still sleeping. His chin is off of his chest and he's supported by that little neck roll. And that's how I would do kangaroo. If these bother you, I can't lift my arms if I want to. So now that I know he's all secure, I can take that dark red and flip it up and sandwich it up to my yellow. so that I have a more narrow shoulder strap, but it still preserves the yellow being nice and snug. And I can do that on the other side as well. And that gives me more mobility in my Kangaroo, so that I can do dishes or change the other baby's diaper or do whatever I need to do with my arms. It's still a nice wide spread across the back, but I just sandwiched my shoulders. So that's Kangaroo with a newborn. This is a size 4 wrap. You can see I have a little bit of tail, but not a lot. So you'd want to use a 4. You could use a 5 or a 6. You would just cross in front and then tie in back. And then to get out, you would untie. And then you can either set baby down with the wrap and do a transfer, which is so nice, or take your arm, switch hands, and then set baby down. And that's how you get out of Kangaroo.